TV 47. My name is Tony Kwalanda. We are live here every Saturday, 4 to 7 p.m. where we give you the best sports cuisine in East and Central Africa across the globe. Remember, you can watch us live on our social media platforms, especially TV47.digital. That's where you can watch and stream live all our shows from morning to morning. We're also on Facebook live. We're also on YouTube live. We're also on any other social media platforms live. We have a very easy question of the day we are asking you because, of course, this is our last show this year. And definitely we're privileged to have had, of course, a host of other guests. And the next segment is such a special one for me. We're asking you a very simple question. Which has been your most memorable sports event in 2024? Which has been your most memorable sports event in 2024? Talk to us. Send us a short WhatsApp video clip, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, on our WhatsApp number, which is 0793 267 You can call us in live on 0795 045 864. Talk to us. It's always live. We shall share them on this great platform. Now, yes, this is the question of the day. It's talk to us, and we just remember you can be part of this show because it's about you. And every year, as we close these particular shows, as we head into 2025, we wanted to share the most memorable. To me, WhatsApp clip, 20 seconds on WhatsApp numbers you can see below your screen. And also, you can call us in live on 095 045 864. You have a chance. Then, of course, we shall be able to share all those video WhatsApp clips on our air right now. And also, we shall be able to take your phone calls later on, all of them. So you can actually have a chance to talk and tell us your best memorable sporting events. And of course, even my next guests who are coming up, I'll also be they share with us their most memorable sporting event in 2024, and of course what they look forward in 2025. Remember, this is the only show that you get a chance to talk and express yourself. Welcome, Sports Extravaganza over here. Now we have, I'm very honored right now and privileged, of course, to have the chairman, or so to speak, the president of the Kenya Ladies Golf Union. I know she will correct me with the titles, but I'll call her the president of Kenya Ladies Golf Union. My very good friend and also a golfer, very, very apt golfer, Jen Babsa Nzibo. Karibu sana.
Asante.
It's good to see you, and Merry Christmas. Ama tuseme ni
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, happy festivities. And we also have one of the top female golfers in the country. Actually, the top female golfer we have in the country, Bianca Ngecu. Karibu sana, Bianca.
Thank you.
It's good to have you in our studios, and thank you. We're privileged to host you here today.
It's good to be here.
Asante sana. I told you, of course, we bring you the best. Let me get into it. Chairman, karibu sana. You've actually seen our question of the day. We'd like you to partake of it as well. Which has been your most memorable event in golf this year? I know you have so many. I remember last time out, I think it's a week or two ago, you were at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport welcoming Nyanchama from doing exploits in Morocco. I think I've just spoken too early to answer your question.
Yes.
Karibu sana, Chairman.
Asante. The most memorable one, of course, is the one that you saw us coming from Morocco,
Yes.
which was last month.
Yes.
It was a very big feat for us because it's the last time we won, or we were on the platform, or we were on the podium, was 2014.
Yes. Oh.
So 2024 is 10 years down the line.
Wow.
So it was a big feat for us. Bianca Ngecu was one of the players that we took with us.
Yes.
Mercy Nyanchama was the other one. And Naomi Wafula, our star,
Yes.
who is based in Vipingo,
Yes.
was the third player. Those are the three players that we had, and we took them to Morocco.
Well
and
done.
they did us proud. We came back with the bronze.
Well done.
Yes.
Number 3, actually. Ngechu was there. Tell us that whole experience. I'm sure that was one of your most memorable events. Tell us about that experience in Morocco. How was it? And bringing bronze home to Kenya, that was big.
It was a really good experience. Met so many people from different countries, and I played really well, and my teammates were really fun and good to hang out with there. And I had so much fun with them.
Tell us about your other team. Nyanchama would like to hear. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of chemistry, the likes of Nyanchama with you, Naomi Wafula. Tell us about that whole top star lady golfers that we have, of course, currently in the country.
Naomi and Mercy were really good to hang out with. They taught me a lot as they're like older than me.
Yes.
So I learned so much from them, and it was really fun playing with them on the golf course. The 2 practice rounds that we played, we had so much fun together, and it was really nice to see how they were playing and how I should play.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well done for that. And of course, Chairman, let me bring you also into it. This year, some, of course, of you are very memorable, or that gave, of course, they brought out the best golf out of our ladies. Which were these? Maybe locally as well as, you know, international in East Africa.
Yeah, I remember when you interviewed me when I first took office during the Chairman's Prize at Railway, when Lydia Bonyo was handing over the mantle to me. I actually told you that we would actually promote the young people in golf. So what we did this year is we took our national team, which is about 10 players, and supported them to play in the KAGC events, which is the Kenya Amateur Golfing Championship, which is done by KGU. This is where they actually compete against the men on level playing fields, and they're playing a gross competition.
Yes.
And in those competitions, basically the highest handicap that plays in those competitions, I think, is 10 or under 10, you know, single handicappers. So they were competing at a very high level. And in fact, when I was speaking to the girls in Morocco, they said one of the things that made them improve their golf a lot was actually playing in the KAGC events, because they were now playing either 1 over or level par, and they had to play at that level to be able to win. In fact, in most of the competitions that we supported them, we supported the 8 ladies, where we pay their caddy fees, their entry fees, their accommodation if they're coming from Mombasa or Vipingo like Naomi. We support them and pay for all that. Out of those, in every single competition, our girls actually made the cut. We never had any that where we supported them and they didn't make the cut. So that was a very big achievement, and what really improved their golf this year. We started actually in 2023, but mainly in 2024, when we actually deliberately made an effort to actually pick the 8 national team players and ensure that they are in that competition.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done, Chairman. That's huge. And of course, just before we came on air, I asked Bianca which golf club she comes from. Forgive me, I mean, it's been a while playing golf. She, of course, represents Muthaiga. And Bianca, of course, I'll ask you, how important or significant has Muthaiga Golf Club been to the improvement of your golf?
Yeah, Muthaiga Golf Club is a really good golf course. It's like has top facilities, the putting greens, the chipping greens, the range. It's really improved my game as I go there to practice and to see how good the golf course is, and it's always in great condition, and I really love playing there.
Indeed, of course, I've played at Muthaiga Golf Club personally. It's one, it will be hosting, Muthaiga will be hosting the 2025 Magical Kenya Open. It's one of the most beautiful courses, very challenging. Of course, I remember last time out, of course, we had a different winner, not a Kenyan, but of course, we are looking forward to have Kenyans there, because I know clearly well, Karanga has already qualified for the Magical Kenya Open. Chairman, of course, I know that. And Chairman, of course, let me also ask you, you work with a team. I remember when I saw you at the airport receiving Bianca, and of course, the entire Team Kenya delegation from Morocco. I saw your other team members from the Kenya Ladies Golf Union. I mean, tell us how that has been, I mean, in the past few months that you've worked.
The year that we've been, we have actually the full number of councillors that we have at KLG is 16.
Yes.
11 of which are actually here in Nairobi, and we've worked very well with them. And I think for us to perform the way that we have done, in fact, running with the ladies, we had Mukami and Louisa and Frankie who were doing that. And everybody has responsibilities which they take care of. And without them, we would not have been the success that we were this year. So we have a very good working team. Indeed.
Well done. Well done. Bianca, tell us just a bit, because there's someone who's watching, they're looking at you, they know, I mean, you're young, you're making huge, great strides in golf. A bit of your history in golf, where you started golf, where it all started from. Was it a joke? I mean, was it your parents? Was it you watching Tiger Woods? Or was it watching, what happened, of course, that you got motivation? Take us through all that, and for some of your notable or very other big events that you've taken part in your career.
So I started golf when I was about like 6 years old, and it was actually a joke at first because I just used to go for food, and then because we used to go to the clubhouse, and I just used to go after school and eat there, and then just, yeah, I'm practicing, but I was just going for food. And then later on, I started developing more love for the game, as like I used to practice a lot with my sister and my dad. And when I was about like 11, I got my first handicap, which was 35. And from there, I really fell in love with the game, as I used to play a lot of golf. Like every single Saturday I used to go play 18s, tournaments at Muthaiga, and it really brought me to love the game. And like for those young girls out there, I really encourage them to take up golf. It's a really fun sport. It might be like boring at first, but as you get used to it, like you'll have fun. And yeah.
Indeed, well done. Of course, Chairman, I know golf, most Kenyans will ask, Chairman, what really is there benefit in golf? We are coming from that age whereby people are wondering, hey, this golf, it is for here. Do we have a chance? And of course, now you're dealing with the ladies, the women, the girls. How can someone benefit? I mean, what are some of the benefits? And someone can be like, okay, yeah, I can actually bring my girl to start playing so they can have this kind of benefits.
I think one of the biggest benefits that is there for the younger people, for example, like Bianca, and I think parents should be encouraged by that, is that the US, Europe are looking for young people to give scholarships to. Yeah. So if they can, usually what happens is that the young people stop at about 13, 14 when the teenage years come, and they do not have peers who are also playing golf. So it's a matter of encouraging them to continue until they get to 18, and thereafter they get golf scholarships automatically. When they're a single handicapper from Africa and a lady or a girl like Bianca, for example, getting a scholarship is one of the easiest things that they can actually do. So that is where the biggest benefit will be for the young people. And actually that's where the future of golf in Kenya is, in the golfers in Kenya is 20.
And of course, I'll come to you a bit later, of course, to explain to us how you made the inroads in golf around the country, because we are looking forward to, making at least the sport more popular across all corners of Kenya. I'm sure you have those plans. You'll share with us a bit. But let me ask also, Bianca, some of the other, local events or tournaments in East Africa that you participated in this year, the ones that you performed well, the ones that were challenging, and the kind of lessons you picked out of those events. Because I know you've gotten a chance to play in and out of the country, in East Africa. Tell us, you can name some of those golf events or tournaments that you did well, that challenged you, and why, what lessons you learned, and of course, what you're looking forward in 2025.
So I went for the All Africa Junior Tournament in South Africa in April of this year. It was a good experience. I learned a lot of lessons because it was really hot in South Africa and the heat was draining, but it was tough. But we also managed to come second, the girls in South Africa, so it was really fun. And also this year, I played in Scotland for the RNA Junior Open, and there it was really cold. It was rainy, it was windy when we were playing, so it was tough. It was very tough, but I also managed to win the African trophy in Scotland, and it was a really good experience, and I met so many people from everywhere, and yeah.
What do you look forward in 2024? What's something you're looking forward in 2024? What is that? I'm sure there's magical Kenya Open. There's also the LET. I know, of course, we have certain players over for that. What should be the signature event you're looking forward to in 2025, whether you're participating in it or not?
I'm really looking forward to the Africa Amateur Women's Invitational in February, which is happening in South Africa. I'm really hoping to play well and have fun and try my best there as well.
Of course, I'm sure your preparations are top-notch with the home of golf being behind you, definitely. That is definitely an event to look forward to because you'll be representing Kenya. Chairman, how has golf really penetrated in all these different parts? And of course, what are some of your success stories to see?
Well, us bringing back the medal.
Yes.
from Morocco
Yeah.
was a big, big achievement for us. But golf has actually spread quite a lot. In fact, 2 years ago, we had about 2,000 lady golfers. Now we have 3,720
Wow.
lady golfers. That's a huge increase, but that big increase actually was during the COVID period. A lot of people could not do any other sports. So what happened is that we got a lot of influx of ladies who started playing golf during that time. And also, since the handicaps were also put up from 36 all the way to 54 to encourage more players to join the game of golf, that has encouraged a lot of ladies to come into golf. And hopefully next year will be a lot more than that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well done to that. I'm sure this next question, Bianca, you'll be scratching your head. Which is your most challenging golf course in Kenya? I'm sure you've played in a host of them. Maybe you can mention some of us, some 5 or 6, and tell us the level of difficulty or level of easiness. Of course, starting with Nairobi, the several ones we played here. Yeah, so that now somebody will be able to be like, oh, I can go challenge myself here at Vipingo or at Leisure Lodge.
For me, the most easiest that I played is probably Karen Country Club.
Karen is easy?
Yeah.
All right. Why is that easy? I've played in Karen, it's not easy.
For me, it's really easy. And it's not that difficult because it's not that difficult for the ladies, but I don't know for the men. And the difficultest, maybe Sigona.
Oh, Sigana.
Yeah, it's so hilly. Yeah, it's very hard.
All right, okay. Now you know, at least according to Bianca, the easiest one for her is Karen. And that would be my hardest for me. And of course, the difficult one is Sigona. Yeah, Sigona is an interesting, very beautiful golf course to play in. Of course, that brings me to the next question. Some of the challenges, Chairman, of golf that you faced this year. Some of the challenges in terms of the kind of goals, objectives you wish to reach this year, that you're looking forward perhaps next year you'll have at least set the platform to improve on.
I think the biggest challenge that we've had in the last few years is that we've not had any funding from government. Yeah, that has not been forthcoming. I think it was very obvious because we had to unify and become a federation. I think once that is done, we will be able to access some of the funding from government. And sponsorship was very, very tight this year. So this exercise that we took on supporting the national team to do the KAGC events was quite draining. But hopefully by next year, when we've unified, we should be able to access the funds from the sports fund and so on and so forth. Yeah. So that has been one of our biggest challenges.
Right.
Yes.
Bianca, I mean, what has been, I mean, some of the challenges you faced, because golf teaches a player a lot of things, discipline, all those things. What is that one thing that really golf has impacted in you? Because I'm sure you're speaking to someone who thinks you just play golf for the fun of it and sweating and sleeping and showering and that. But there's something, of course, you, over the years, I'm sure, that golf has instilled in you, that others are looking at you and they're like, Bianca of 5 years or 10 years ago is not the same one right now.
Golf really challenges your mindset and how you approach a golf shot. If you hit a bad golf shot, you need to really compose yourself and come back and not give up, because golf you can easily just give up, but golf really teaches you how to compose yourself and take your time on each shot. And yeah, that's some of a challenge I faced is obviously I've wanted to give up a lot, but I always come back. Well done.
Well done indeed. Chairman, of course, as we almost come to an end, 20 LET is here. How prepared are we in terms of course, even ourselves, because we've had a very challenging previous events at the Ladies European Tour. What are the lessons that we think we...
Actually, LET is not coming to Kenya this year, in 2025. They decided that...
Why was that?
I think UCOM decided that they were going to take it elsewhere. So that's the reason why. They did 3 years and they decided, I think they're going to Saudi Arabia has become a very big destination.
Okay.
So it's not coming to Kenya this year.
Goodness.
Yes.
Yeah, I had some reasons, of course. I was asking that because I had this some grapevine somewhere, but of course that is a story for another day. We should discuss it there another day. But of course, in 2025, some, of course, of the tournaments or projects that you are looking to achieve.
Of course, the first one that Bianca has talked about, and that's one of the, in fact, one of the reasons of KAGC. When we have more than 8 players, it becomes WAGA rated. That's the World Amateur Golf ranking. Yeah. So that's when we've had 8 of our players playing in that competition. The ladies have their own ranking. So the first and the second one gets ranked into WAGA, and the men get their own. Now, if we do not have 8, then they all get ranked as only 2 players will get ranked. So the chances of ladies winning number 1 and number 2 in the men competition is quite difficult. So that's why we were able to achieve. In fact, 2 years ago, we had only 4 players who were WAGA ranked. This year, we have 9 players who are WAGA ranked. In fact, we are second after South Africa in Africa. So we are way ahead of Morocco, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Uganda, and Egypt, which were the countries that were beating us at AACT competitions that we've been having every other year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Chairman of the Kenya Ladies Golf Union, Jen Babsa Nzibo, as well as, of course, one of our top female golfers in the country currently, Bianca Ngecu. And just before I let them go, I'll want them to wish us festive Christmas, or to wish you and, of course, their friends and their colleagues and their club members and everybody else. So Ngechu, prepare. You have 30 seconds to look at whichever camera, or just say, wish everybody a happy Christmas, happy New Year, and give them some message that you wish to say.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everyone, and have fun with golf. Like, yeah. Oh my God.
No, that's a message already. You want to add something before Chairman finishes? Thank you very much, Bianca Ngechu. Of course, I know. Maybe you have a shout out to some of your friends you want to mention?
No shout out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're just from playing golf right now. Of course, they'll catch up in the evening. And of course, Chairman, your message, of course, as we wind up the year on behalf of KLGU, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would like to say heri na fanaka ya Krismasi na mwaka mpya, and happy golfing.
Thank you very much, Kenya Ladies Golf Union Chairman Jen Nzibo Babsa, as well as, of course, Bianca Ngechu here on TV 47 on Sports Extravaganza, sharing how this year has been so beneficial and the growth of golf in the women's category has been significantly, of course, witnessed in Nairobi and, of course, across Kenya in terms of the promotion of the game of golf. So thank you so much to the entire KLGU fraternity. Thank you to Muthaiga Golf Club, of course, and all the rest of the golf clubs in the country for really stepping ahead in terms of promotion of this game. This is Sports Extravaganza. My name is Tony Kwalanda. We are going to take a short break, but just before we go for the break, just to remind you the question of the day, we are asking you which has been or which is the most memorable sporting event of 2024. Which has been your most memorable sports event in 2024? Talk to us. The numbers to call and also to send a WhatsApp video are below your screen. We shall share them some after this very short break.